Good morning. My name is Amy Gill, your pharmacist that cares. So today, oh my gosh, there's so much going on today. Today's actually Alex's birthday, so be watching for some cool posts. I got him a big surprise I'm going to take when I go have lunch with him today. He wasn't expecting. I guess I can tell you guys because he's not going to hear this, right? He's at school. So his new goalie mask showed up. So if you guys saw a few weeks ago when I posted about the white mask, I've got the new one. So anyway, so be watching. I'll throw some pictures on at lunchtime when I go see him in a few hours. But first, I want to talk to you guys about something super important. And this is what's going to keep this world around us for our kids, our grandkids, our great grandkids, is the importance of a B Corp. So what in the world is that? Do you guys even have any idea? I've been kind of posting some things. If you're in my healthy living group, I've been posting things about it. So if you see a product, which I should have something to show you in my hand, it's got a big capital B on it with a circle around it. Nothing fancy. That means it is a certified B Corp. So what in the world? First off, what does the B stand for? It stands for benefit for all, which I think is kind of cool. So what is this? How is this going to help the future for our kids, grandkids, and so forth and so on, generations to come? Because what this actually does, so it's going to measure a company's social and environmental impact. Because we know we have to start watching out for what we are doing. We know this, right? I mean, we see the storms getting worse, all these things happening, right? The environment, things are changing. You know, we see the hurricanes, we see the shorelines changing. We need to start figuring out what is going on and what we can do. So by partnering with and patronizing certified B Corps, this is exactly what you're doing. You're helping the world out to make it a definite better place. So I've got some notes here, guys, because there is so much about this. It is crazy. So what does this mean? There is so much rigorous scrutiny these companies have to go through before they can even be labeled as a certified B Corp. So they have to meet high standards of verified performance on accountability and transparency. That is something that I love, the transparency, right? So you can see everything about if their product, whatever it is, says it's going to do something, they have to be transparent with the data to prove that it can do whatever it says it's going to do. Because that is so important to me about the integrity of the company. As a pharmacist, that is absolutely second to none. You must have transparency with things. And it's not only just the transparency on the products, but things from employee benefits, their charitable giving. So they can't just say they do it. They actually have to prove that they do these things. And also things with supply chains. So where do they get these things from? How are they environmentally sourced? Are they actually hurting the environment because they're depleting something? Are they helping out the environment? Are they hurting a community? Or are they helping out a community? So all these things have to be in there if they are going to even try for the certified B Corp. So it's really, really important that all these things are there and that we can see them. We can actually see their scores. You can go on the website and you can see everything. Everything is on there. You can see all the companies that I'm going to talk about, and there's so many more. This is a global thing. There's about 7,000 globally. You'll be familiar with some, and a lot of them are going to be European companies, so you might not be familiar with the names. But hopefully, we'll start seeing more in the U.S. that are trying for this because this is super, super important. It's, like I said, super important that we patronize them. So what do these B Corps do? They're going to demonstrate the high social and environmental performance. So they're actually making a legal commitment to this. So they are going to be legally committing to changing their corporate governance structure to be accountable to all stakeholders, not just shareholders. So again, that is going to be you, right? If you are buying these products, you are going to be a stakeholder in this company. If you are working for this company, you are a stakeholder in this company. You're not somebody that just has some stock in it, sits on the board, you're reaping all the benefits. No. If you do anything that deals with this company, you are going to be a stakeholder. And that is super important that they are actually making a commitment to you as well. So again, back to the transparency. So what they do, all these different performance levels that they're looking at, these are, like I said, readily available on their website. So you really, really need to check it out. And a lot of these companies are so proud of this. I mean, they should be proud of this. This is huge. Go to their websites. And like I said, I'm going to list some companies. Go to their websites. You will see this. You will see this on their tags. You will see this on their packaging, this big B with a circle around it. So start looking for it. So what do? They are going to build trust with the customers, the communities, and the suppliers by looking out for what's best for everybody, not just for that person at the top. And we know we've heard about so many of those things, right? This person that makes like 500 times what the employees do. This is not going to be the case when you're looking for these B Corps. So they're going to attract and retain employees. Why? Because they're feeling that they're valued, right? You don't have this person that's making so much money sitting in an office you never meet. These people are actually among everybody, right? They're there. You know them they know you by first name, right? This is super, super important because they are just one of you. They are just the leader for the time being. But like I said, everybody, all the stakeholders are super important in this. Every 3 years, you have to get recertified. So what does that mean? That means these companies are focused on continued improvement. They must continue to improve if they're going to continue to stay certified B Corp. And you can actually see on the website back so many years where they were. How much are they improving? Are they making changes? Because they are in this for the long haul, which is, again, if you're going to partner with a company like this, you want one that's going to be in it for the long haul. So what are drawbacks to being a certified B Corp? No tax breaks. Okay, right? Because they're not in it for all the cash. They are in it to help people, to help the environment, right? So no tax breaks. They're open to ongoing scrutiny, which I just said, every 3 years they have to recertify, right? Transparency, all these things are there. So these things are out there for absolutely everybody to see. And they also have to consider even the non-financial impact, whether it's they're going to change the packaging, they're going to change where the plant is, the source they're going to use, if they're going to change the community where they're going to get these particular, if they're a plant-based product, where are they going to get these from? All these things have to go into it. So again, like I said, the B is benefit for all. So what does this really mean to be B Corp certified? Oh my gosh, this shouldn't be that hard to say. It means they have credibility. It means there's trust and there's loyalty. I mean, these things, guys, why would you not want to patronize places like this? Why would you not want to partner with places like this? Look at these things. So they can't just say they are a good business. They can't just say they are socially responsible, because they have to prove these things over and over and over, and they're out there for everybody to see. So are you ready to hear about a few companies that are certified B Corps? So health and wellness wise, Arbonne. Arbonne is actually number 1 in the health and wellness with all the amazing things they do. They are a vegan company. That makes sense, right? If you're going to be sustainable, you have to be a vegan company. You can't have products that have animal testing. Absolutely not. You can't have products that have animal parts in them, because that's not sustainable. I already had a whole discussion, if you guys remember, about cows and what happens, and we can go through that again. But anyway, jump back to some of my lives, and I can make a whole nother one about those. So Arbonne is actually over 22 points ahead of number 2 when it comes to the health and wellness. So this is huge. And this company's been around for 43 years. I mean, they know what they're doing. They seriously know what they're doing. And for the first time they got certified, I think it's like 40-some% increase for when they got recertified 3 years later. A few clothing companies: Athleta, Patagonia, Lululemon. So when I was working on this, I was actually talking to my oldest, who loves Lululemon. And he's like, well, yeah, Mom, I knew that. I'm like, really? I was impressed. I mean, he's 14. So then he proceeds to show me the inside bottom of his shirt, which has these positive sayings on it. So if you guys own any Lululemon, if you go by a Lululemon store, jump in there. I don't think the shorts have it, but the shirts do, the sweatshirts do. Look at the inside. It always has a positive saying. I thought that was really pretty cool. I love that. Bombas, the Bombas socks. If you guys hear the ads for Bombas, remember, like, for every pair you buy, I think they buy a pair for somebody that's homeless. So, I mean, that's right there. That's a huge impact they're having, right? I can't remember how many million socks they've given away, but when I hear the ad, I'll update it on here so you guys know. Tom's, you guys know the shoes, Tom's, right? Ben and Jerry's ice cream. I thought that was pretty cool. So obviously they are using fresh ingredients, and they are definitely having a social impact and environmental impact as well. So those are just a few. Like I said, there's about 7,000. So you guys can go on there and check and see how many you know, see how many you're actually patronizing. One more quick thing. When we were in Argentina and we went on an excursion. So when you go, they always give you a bottle of water. That's just what they do, even though we took our reusable, but they always give you a bottle of water. So I opened the bottle and I looked at the label and just smiled. And I think it was Liam said, "What's up, Mom?" I'm like, "Look, it's got a big B on it with a circle." So this was even a company that is a certified B Corp that had bottled water, which I thought was really, really cool as well. So I hope you guys, this is informative. Please start looking for those bees with a circle around it. Super, super important. If you want some more information, I can give you some. If you are not in my healthy living group, please let me know. I'm going to start doing more things like this and giving you some information. Of course, I'm still going to throw the gut health and all those things in there as well. But I think this is super, super important that we ourselves are socially and environmentally responsible. And we patronize places like this and align ourselves with companies like this. This is going to make the world a definite better place. My name is Amy Gill, your pharmacist that cares.